Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is Matt with Serenity Haven Homestead. Move the fencing just a little bit so that way we get the girls out here cleaning up the area. Debating on setting up the tent that I had. Well, not really a tent, kind of like a shelter. Carport thing that I got from a supply store. That's 10 by 20. Thinking about putting that over this whole garden area, which would, thank you, Finnegan, which would cover just about from the end of there to here and probably to about where the rooster is. And that'll, thinking about doing that to do a greenhouse type thing. I can change out some of the poles, make it a little smaller, make it a little bigger. But I think we're going to keep it 10 by 20 and cover it with just, for a year it'd be like cheap sheet plastic. What I need to do is get into here and dig all of this out. We finally got a decent amount of rain. That whole area up underneath there was the bottom level of those cinder blocks there. You can probably see it a little bit better here. I know my place is all junky, but there's so much I need to get done, and sometimes it's just hard getting it done. I'm still living with a back injury, so it's not the easiest thing in the world. It's taken me several days to work on cutting some of those trees down. They're over the building, but they're not done. They're just cut at the base and ready to be cut up the rest of the way. Get some friends, they need some firewood. One friend, he wants to make a old style longbow out of the black locust, which I got one over there. It's about 6-inch diameter, which would be a good size. With all the trimming down that needs to be done to make a longbow, you can probably get 3 or 4 out of it that are decent. Especially if there's no knots in it. And I go over here, get some water for the girls. Yeah, I'm calling them all girls, but that'll keep them happy for a little bit. We got the hawks in the area, so there's a lot of stuff I'm not doing, or not letting them out as much unless I'm out here. And there are some pretty big hawks at that. But in time, I'm going to expand it out to where it encompasses this compost pile. They'll get in, they'll devour it, destroy it, however which way you want to say it. My next main goal is to fix the door, because it's starting to fall apart, but I want to make it to where it's a 2-part door to where I can open the top and fill their stuff easily. but also just take care of the underneath stuff. If I need to go in, I can go in, but if I don't want to go in right now, I'm having to open it up and keeping them from coming out. Since I integrated the flocks, had 3 birds die. 1 black, 1 white, and one of the goldens. I don't know if it was one of the golden comets or not. But I want these girls to rip through here as much as they can, as far as they can, and do their thing. Like I said, we finally got rain, so their pen's a muddy mess, but that's fine. It really is fine because we needed it. We were not really desperate for it, but it was definitely needed. The area around here was not the best. We weren't getting rain, but 10 miles down the road, they're getting downpours. But just a quick update. Main part today was just get the chainsaw out and get it running for a little bit. Move these girls around a little bit so they can eat and scratch and peck and do their thing. It's about 65, so it's a good day to work for me. It's not as hard on my body as if it is closer to 80. Here lately, I've just been getting short of breath at the drop of a hat, and right now my back is screaming. So it's probably time for Xanaflex or some other prescription drug to help kill it. But I know it's been a while. Only had 2 okra plants that did okay, and that one finally popped up the rest of it. I'm letting it go to seed so I can save the seeds and see if they'll work again for tomorrow. Or tomorrow. Next year. My peppers, I just canned 2 pint jars of banana peppers and 1 pint jar of the smaller jalapenos. One of the pint jars of the sweet bananas were the smaller ones that were, let me see it, just a little bit bigger than him, but not by much. But we also canned up 11.5 pints of sweet banana pickles and 9 of the jalapeno slices. I literally got to the point where I was putting equal parts of apple cider vinegar, white vinegar, both at 5% acidity, and then an equal amount of water to all that. Then hitting it with a 1/4 cup of sugar and or 1/2 cup of sugar and a 1/4 cup of salt. Make that mixture a little bit better, for lack of better terminology. Had to do it up twice for all of them. We also canned up some hot dogs and kielbasa, which 2 of the hot dogs did really well. The kielbasa and hot dogs did really well, but 2 of the hot dogs didn't do it all. They boiled out, didn't seal, so and looked horrid. Smelled good, looked horrid. So these girls, they devoured it with not nary problem in the world. What? She wanted to come up and say howdy to you, or me, or whatever. Wasn't ready for it. But you can see the black spot there where they've dug in and did their thing on that. That one board section back there, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I gotta clear a lot of that out and move their coop to that end. I'll probably still have it looking like this, but put a gutter on it, make it longer, taller. So that way I can walk in if I want to. Take care of everything. Have probably a 6x8 area where I can feed them and everything. Probably still have the water outside, but like I've said in the past, I do not heat the coops at all. They don't need it. And then people start fussing. It's like, they're gonna get cold, they're gonna freeze, they're gonna do this. Well, back in the 1700s, they didn't have electric heat. How many years have we had chickens? Thousands. A lot of them. They just have them a little house where they go in at night. And that was it. They will heat up a coop on their own to where it's easily to the 60s, 80s in the middle of winter. They've given half a chance. My coop, you probably can't see it too well. It's covered in you might be able to see it through here. That whole gray area right there. Same screening as here. But it's a 4x6 covered in cobwebs right now. But it's all good. Y'all take care. God bless. See you on another day. Like, share, subscribe, comment. You know, do the things.